Hey there, hi there, ho there. It is time for another inspirational story that I found and wanted to read to you guys today because I really liked doing that yesterday. So here's hoping I'm able to draw something okay for you guys with this one because my tablet that I pulled up a little JPEG for the goat isn't wanting to work for me today. So the story today is about a psychology professor that ended up teaching their students one last very important lesson. On the last day of class before graduation, the professor stood up on stage and she said that the lesson was a vital lesson on the power of perspective and mindset. Let's actually get this a little bit of layers. There we go. On the perspective. Vital lesson on the power of perspective and mindset. As she raised a glass of water over her head, everyone expected her to mention that classic one, oh, here's the mindset for a person who's glass half full, glass half full. Oh, I'm doing that way more than I need to. It's chalk ASMR, guys. Okay. So the students, anyways, they're like, oh, okay, professor, what? You got the classic story everybody knows, people who are glass half full, you're an optimist, and a glass half empty is a pessimist. So what more can you teach us about that? Instead, with a smile on her face, our professor asked, how heavy do you think this glass is? Students, being as they are, start shouting out answers. A couple of ounces, maybe a pound. The big glass, right over her head. And I keep guessing. The teacher just keeps letting them guess. Letting that cup hang over her head for a bit of time. That cup just stays there, not changing. But her hand, after a while, it starts to wobble. And after a few minutes of fielding answers and nodding her head, she replied, from my perspective, the absolute weight of this glass is irrelevant. The weight of that glass, it doesn't matter. It's completely pointless. You see, from the professor's perspective, sorry guys, one take, okay? So, from the professor's perspective, oh goodness, okay, hang on, now she jumped, so she wants to say hi. Hey guys, here's Serenity, being cute as always. I love you. But we're doing this. Okay. So, from the professor's perspective, If she holds it for a minute, it's nothing. She holds it for an hour straight, the weight might make her arms start to ache. You know, you hold that thing for quite some time, it's going to feel pretty darn heavy. You know, she holds it for a straight day, her arm's likely going to cramp up, you know. Ugh. And then she'll start to feel completely numb, paralyzed, forcing her to drop it completely. No longer able to bear the weight. Because no matter how heavy it is, time is the most important factor to how long you can carry that over your head. Time can make it feel so much heavier the longer that she dwells on it. So, the longer that she holds on to this glass of water, the heavier it feels to her. Your worries, your disappointments, stressful thoughts, all the troubles you worry about are weights. They're very much like the glass of water. You think about them for a little while. It's not too bad. Think about them for a bit. And it starts to feel noticeably painful. You know? You think just for a little while, nothing drastic's gonna happen. It's okay. But you think about it a bit longer and you begin to feel noticeable pain. You begin to feel noticeable pain and think about them all day long. And you feel completely numb and paralyzed, incapable of doing anything else until you drop them. This story reminds me of the goat story I read yesterday, but where that one focuses on teaching you that you can use your problems to your advantage. I like that this one focuses more on your choices and your choices to dwell on them. You see, you have the power of choice. It's a mindset that works for even more than just your problems in life. We have to remember that we control ourselves and can't dwell on it too much throughout the day. You have to remind yourself to put things down and enjoy life. Because no matter how long you spend dwelling on it, the weight's not really going to change. It's just going to feel heavier the more time you spend thinking about it. You stack on more and more weight. It just feels heavier and heavier. It's not. You just spend too much time thinking about it. That's not to say don't care about it. Just put it down sometimes and breathe. Set down your glass of water. And let yourself breathe. Okay? It's just a glass of water. I love you. Serenity loves you. And thanks for listening. Woo!